Hello and welcome everyone. My name is Robert with blindfoldedsite.com. We're going to be doing course 1.2 here. We're going to be doing a little updated version, and I think I'm going to leave that first one out as a free one. Still get a lot of good information. So first off, I want you to start by hugging yourself. Truly imagine and love yourself. Thank yourself for choosing this path. You are on the right path. Thank your higher self for guiding you. Alright. Now I do want to start off with some important information to kind of guide us and let us understand what we're working with and how these things are even possible. Number one, an important fact which is reflected not only from the CIA but also from mystics around the world is that all points in space and time are one, and everything is energy. So even, the CIA comes and says, as well as mystics around the world, say that matter is an illusion, that everything is more like a dream over in the East, or over here when we look at science and we look at the deep fields of electrons and protons, and how really it is more of it's just an energy field. Energy fields that are dense and become visible, and we think that they're physical, but in reality it's all spirit, and it's all coming from the same thing. Consciousness and matter are one, spirit and matter are one. All points in space and time are one. This is how remote viewing is possible. This is how we're able to connect with deeper parts of ourselves. Things like astral projection are also real, and mystics around the world are very confident about the fact that we reincarnate and we come back. So your consciousness is eternal, and it is infinite and endless. Now my personal belief is that chi and energy is also, well, everything is consciousness in my belief, but also chi and energy is an intelligent force. This is one reason that we're able to work with it and direct it and have a mental connection with it. I also believe that this chi, this inner energy, this Tanaga Dalam or prana, mana, whatever you want to call it, it stores information, because information as well is energy. This is something that they found and discovered with Mark Komisaroff, and they realized, in the Akashic records, and being able to look back in time through this blindfolded sight and through other means, and mystics around the world, shamans, whether it's in South America or what have you, have had a connection with the past and being able to see and relive and experience moments. We're going to go into a lot of information regarding meditation, the purpose of meditation. It's not just sitting quietly, and there's a lot more to it that you can do. Your brain is a control panel, and there is a whole other realm of possibility aside from this physical world, but a lot of people are unaware of it. These are things, we're going to be learning things that are similar to what you would call cities, or superpowers, that are often referenced back in Shambhala times in India, and some old records, as well as recent and new records. These are things that people are currently doing around the world to this day. It's not just, we found this, it said it on the tablets of Thoth, and we were reading some Buddhist books, and we were, it's referenced in India and in Indonesia, and it's all over the world. You have this ability in Russia, there's, they call it field vision. This is a very real thing with the internet and with technology. The world's going to change very quickly because this information can come out, and it can be public because it has been withheld for a very long time. I am remaking the courses because the first course, the first time around, I was kind of tiptoeing around some information that I was unsure about sharing, and I officially ended up dodging the non-disclosure agreement, so I will be able to share this information with you, and we're going to explore consciousness and explore inner energy and grow our inner energy, as well as develop our field vision, our blindfolded sight, and our intuition. We're going to be doing things that improve our, lower our blood pressure and improve our immune system, improve our overall health in so many very scientific ways. And I'll go over all of that later on in the courses. Important information early on is that your subconscious, we're going to start with some subconscious work, because what you believe is what you can achieve, and if you do not believe it, you cannot achieve it. So we need to change your subconscious and show you, you should believe that at this point that this is real, that from the demonstrations all over the world and from the countless accounts and videos and all this other stuff, you should be convinced. However, we're going to do a little bit of hypnosis, a little bit of work to drop our brain waves down to alpha, hopefully to theta, where we can bypass some of our left brain when it checks and verifies information. We can feed it some information directly and kind of reprogram our brain and our subconscious to allow us to achieve and accomplish these things much easier, because otherwise we'll have our own mind fighting us along the way, when hopefully we can have it helping us along the way and improving our progression and speed. I'm going to show you in this course your first energy movement, which is going to help you build your energy. This is very valuable, invaluable information. A little bit of a time frame between some of the energy moving and energy sensing in the field vision that comes. It can take up to 3 months for you to really build your inner energy field and your sensing capabilities, because a lot of us have never sensed energy before, so we're hardly going to be able to tell what it is, and it's going to take a long time for that to really define fully, because there is a point where it fully defines, and we're going to achieve that, and then there are other greater abilities that are then beyond that point. But in the previous courses I focused primarily on intuition. We are going to be doing intuition as well, but like I said, Qi is an intelligent force, so when we start learning to sense, manipulate, and feel Qi, and we start building our own Qi, you naturally improve your intuition as well. And when you can do the field vision, that'll help a lot of us adults start to develop our blindfolded sight, because adults, it can take months, when children, when you're between the ages of 6 and 12, can take a half an hour. One of these reasons is because kids, primarily between the ages of 1 and 6, walk around their life in delta and theta brain waves. So they don't necessarily have an analytical mind that is checking and trying to verify and trying to say, like, hold on, They just receive the information, take it wholeheartedly, and go with it. And that's one of the reasons that they're able to succeed so well, is because they haven't quite developed those, their brain hasn't gone into the beta and into the alpha, or alpha and into the beta brainwaves, where they start to analyze and, try to figure things out and recheck, and it's their analytical mind is not quite as developed until after the age of 6, when they start doing that, or 7, or so. So we're going to be learning energy work as well, which is going to help us find verifiable evidence and be able to really feel and to know that we're doing the work. We'll be able to feel our own energy field and be able to feel it getting stronger as time progresses, because you do want to know that you're doing the job, you want to know that you're doing the right work, and you want to feel progress, and we will be feeling progress. So first, I do want to talk about the subconscious. If you have an idea, the longer that you have the idea, the harder it is going to be to change that idea. So that's, again, why adults, they don't necessarily, it's really hard to convince them of new stuff, because those neural pathways have really cemented in their place, and the energy and the electricity doesn't really travel and doesn't really create new connections at that point. But we can. Always keep an open mind, never shut the door completely. I like to say that a conclusion is the death of an idea. I don't know if I got that quote from someone or if I made that up, but I feel like it's a good one. Because you don't want to assume that you know everything. You always have to be open and willing to learn, because there's always much more to learn. Silva Mind Control Method is a great way to help you do guided meditations to lower your brain waves into alpha, and then you can do things like self-healing and remote viewing much easier and much better. You know, when you meditate, you have to drop those brain waves to start seeing images at first. But once you do it more often, you can create much more vivid images much quicker, and it'll be an easier thing for you. So that is our intro for the subconscious. Also, a couple more things I do want to mention. If it's a battle between your subconscious and your conscious mind, the subconscious will always win. That's why in the beginning we'll hopefully do some self-hypnosis to help us convince ourselves of these ideas and help with our focus and concentration, and hopefully improve our progress throughout the next set of courses. You have to keep at it. This is an incredible, incredible journey, and I believe that you're going to make it. I believe that you can. Again, give yourself a hug. You're going to learn amazing things. You're going to be surprised. You're going to be amazed. And we're going to discover and develop and learn all about far more supernatural abilities than just seeing blindfolded. So stay tuned, because this is the path that opens the doors for all of the psychokinetic abilities, and for clairvoyance. Even way down the path, building your energy is very important for things like levitation and teleportation. Those are also real. The world is a much more incredible and amazing place than you believe. People on the other side of the world are doing these things today regularly. Be happy, be grateful. I'm going to be sharing you with sacred, secret knowledge that is from kings and queens. And I hope you stay tuned, stick along, learn, take notes. It's going to be a wonderful journey. Thank you so much.